What did you learn about yourself today? Because it's important to learn and be curious about who we are, our limiting beliefs, and what we can do to go beyond. Because keep in mind that if we do not learn anything about ourselves every day, we'll be the same thing as we were yesterday. What good is it? Life is about evolution, life is about growth. Let's be better today than we were yesterday. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alain Faber, and I'm a high school teacher that decided a few months ago that I wanted to have a YouTube channel where I would practice my English speaking skills, where I will be able to practice my leadership skills so I could build a community where we could share ideas on how to make the world a better place. And my secret tool is my one word, which is learn. Learning is, for me, the ultimate tool to make the world a better place. And I love learning so much that I became a teacher, and I want to share with you how learning new skills can make you a better person in this world. I'm sure that if you look at some parents or some family members or some friends, you'll notice that they're doing the same thing today that they were doing yesterday. And if you look back, they're doing the same thing they were doing last year or 5 years ago. Well, if it works for them and they're very happy, all the better for them, because we're all striving to be happy, or at least become happier. As far as I'm concerned, as part of and with my growth mindset, I believe that we'll have to learn new things as much as we can, because the more we learn, the more we can get new skills, the more we can add value to our society, the more we can help others, and that is what makes me happy. So let's see what we have learned today, and I want you to think about that as well. Actually, how about you write in the comment below what you've learned today or yesterday? Something that you believe is making you a better person, because I want to know. A friend of mine is a salesperson, and he wants to climb up the ladder in his business. And you know what? He has a career coach. It's interesting because it's not something that I've considered before, because I figured that as I finished university, I wanted to become a teacher, and I became a teacher, and there we go. But I realized that having a vision of where you want to go is something that makes life more exciting. Too often we have people that get a job, they get comfortable, and they don't want to go and go beyond or do more because it gets comfortable. And they say, well, let's see if I can have a promotion, or can I have 20 cents more an hour? And it's beautiful, and I can respect that. On the other hand, I also realize that when you learn new skills, what happens is you become more marketable. So as a salesperson, I know that he's taking courses on leadership and how to manage projects and manage people. He doesn't need those skills right now, but I know that the long-term vision for him is to go up, be promoted, and he's planning ahead to have the skills to do so. And it's interesting because I was thinking about this YouTube channel where I started this channel so I could practice my English speaking skills. I joined Toastmasters, as I've mentioned in the past, to improve my public speaking skills, because I figured that if I speak better, I'll be able to communicate my ideas, my opinions, and I'll be able to help others even more. Because that you may not believe that, but I've realized in the past that the way you speak makes a difference. Because society is interesting because we're all humans, and humans tend to judge others. When you go into a new environment, people often will judge you from the way you look, from the way you dress, your skin color. Once you start talking, they'll look at your accent. How good is your speaking skills? Do you have an accent or not? When you are discussing, what are your mannerisms? These are all aspects of what people notice. And then there's the skills you can bring to the table. On the other hand, if you do not portray yourself, for example, me having a better English speaking skills, that is a deterrent, because there's a lot of competition out there. There's competition for work, there's competition for relationship, there's competition for all kind of aspect of life. I believe that if you can learn, it's your it is your mandate. This is not the word, but I forget now. It's your obligation to learn something new because getting new skills is very important. And it goes beyond school. At school, we learn all kind of things, including social interaction and knowledge. And as we progress, we use that knowledge for employment, for family in the future. But it doesn't stop as soon as you're done university or college or high school. It's a lifelong journey. And with a growth mindset, you need to keep that in mind. So here are 3 tips. There are 3 tips for you to focus on learning something new so that you can be better tomorrow than you are today. My first tip is to use your agenda. I want you to plan tomorrow a 5, a 10, or 15 minutes for you to learn something new. And I want you to learn from video. If you like YouTube, for example, you can read a book where you're going to learn a new skill. You're going to say, well, maybe 15 minutes is not very much in a day. That is true. But at the end of the week, 7 times 15 minutes is almost 2 hours. Think about that. You will be better at the end of this week by having learned for 2 hours. At the end of the year, it's 100 hours of learning. Everybody can be better with that much time devoted to learning. My second aspect is to look at an area of interest and see if you can contribute. Too many times we know different things. We have knowledge, we're experts in different fields, but sometimes we keep our mouth shut. We are afraid of what other people will say and that they will judge us. I want you to take a moment and find a way that you can contribute to your work environment, your family environment, or your friend environment where you can contribute to make the overall group better at the end of the day. That's important. And my third one is to see if you can think of a vision. I shared earlier that my one word is learn, and I do believe that learning is very important. By having that word in my mind, it allows me to focus my energy towards what's important, towards me learning, and towards me sharing with you on videos what I've learned so that you can learn as well. That's part of my vision. Imagine, if you have a vision as well, your vision will allow you to focus your energy for what matters to you. And guess what? The more you focus your energy towards what matters, the more you can change the world in a positive way. My call to action for you is to go and get your agenda right now, to write down 15 minutes of learning time for tomorrow. And if you can, put it in the morning, could be at lunchtime, could be in evening. If you can do it for every day for this coming week, all the better for you. Because the more you learn, the more you'll be able to contribute and give value to our society. On that note, I'm going to put here a link to my playlist for my best life journey. We're going to see lots of videos on tips on how to learn, things to learn, and tips to make the world a better place. And I'll see you in the next video.